I'm too busy loving my friends. I ain't got no love to spare for you. I'ma be that girl to the end.
What's up, my girls? Thank you so much for tuning in with me on my very first YouTube video ever. Oh, that's so crazy to say, because for real, I've been wanting to get on YouTube for dumb long. I'm not even gonna embarrass myself at how long it took me. It was just a lot going on mentally that was holding me back. But we live and direct, and this is my very first video, and I'm really grateful that y'all took your time out to watch my video and support me a little bit. And I love y'all. I just really love y'all. For this very first video, I decided that it was gonna be something like a get ready with me, but natural hair edition. I'm gonna style my hair with y'all, but we're gonna go through my natural hair journey. And honestly, I've really been neglecting my hair. Like, I've had this slick back in for like, I ain't gonna lie, like 2 weeks now. I haven't combed through my hair at all. So I feel like if I run through my natural hair journey with y'all and really show y'all how I've progressed, how I've regressed, and like where I've backslid, because for real, I'm a natural hair backslider. I really wanted y'all to be a part of my new journey of starting my natural hair journey over and really doing the best that I can with my natural hair. But I feel like that wouldn't be right if I didn't show y'all where I've come from. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower. I'm gonna wash my hair. I'll come back with it washed and we'll get styling, and I'll show y'all some videos and some pictures of my natural hair journey all the way back to 2011. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Just stay tuned. Let's get into the video. Okay, so we're back. I didn't wait for y'all to start my hair because I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to part my hair and talk to y'all at the same time. It just wasn't gonna happen. So I've already sectioned out my hair and I started on the back piece here. If you see me looking down, I have a mirror here because my vision is not good enough to see just out of the viewfinder here. So I'm gonna start before 2011. I lied. I said I was gonna start in 2011, but I'm gonna start before 2011. So before 2011, I used to wear like hella leave outs. I used to straighten my hair every single day. I did not know that I had curly hair at all. In 2011, when I got to college, and you know, the whole idea of just like finding yourself and trying to figure out who you are, my friends and I kind of gravitated towards that like thrifted look, and I went to visit them in college. And one night we were going out and I washed my hair. I was about to straighten it and my friend was like, no, leave it curly, it's curly. And I didn't really puffy and curly was the same to me at that point. So to me it was just really frizzy. It wasn't really doing what it was supposed to do, but other people were saying it looked good. And I kind of blame my friends for this because I was looking crazy. Like, I was walking around looking busted. But at the time, it was like everybody here was kind of busted. I started to wear my hair out, and I used to wear it curly to the side. I used to brush it to the side. So I'm gonna insert a picture right here so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because it's giving real mohawk. Okay, so if we fast forward to 2012, that's when I started to go blonde, right? I had a friend in college, and obviously she wasn't my friend because she wanted me to be bald headed, but I had a friend in college who was, I don't know if she was a licensed cosmetologist or she was, I don't even know why I trusted her to put her hands in my hair. So she used to box down my hair once a week until I got to the desired color, my desired color, which was yellow. So my hair, I still wore that little side slick mohawk thing, and nobody told me that it was ugly. So you know, with heat damage, it's very evident that you have heat damage. It's straight in certain spots, right? So I didn't have that type of damage when it came to my color damage. It was just frizzy. It wouldn't hold a curl. It was just like I was wearing literally a puffball for, I mean, years. 2013, I got my first color correction, and in 2013 I was like a reddish brown color. It was like copper-ish, maybe. It was copper. Okay, I'm gonna insert a picture here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. but it looks a little copper to me, and my hair was growing out really, really long, so I still didn't think that I had much damage at all. And I was somebody who wanted to hold on to as much length as possible, because I always straightened my hair when I was younger and I never had length, ever. Like, I always had really, really short hair up until, I guess, around this time, so 2013. So I kept this color in 2014, but I started to really take care of my hair. I started to wear my curls more. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all a picture of when I first started to take care of my hair, like how bad it was and how frizzy it was prior to me really dedicating myself to a routine. So this picture is when I started to wear my hair with minimal product, and I called myself deep conditioner, and I was making like DIY deep conditioners, but girl, I was just lost. So from here, I decided I wanted to go back dark. And I think that was around 2015. So 2015, I went back black. So I reversed all of the color correction that I previously had done on my hair from when I had box dye blonde. All of it. Like, I was addicted to jet black hair. I would box dye my hair once every 2 weeks, if we're being honest. So I didn't have any damage. Like, with box dye, I've never really ever had any damage. Like, not any visible damage for me. Like, I'm sure other people probably looked at my hair like, girl, you don't need to be doing that. So I was wearing my hair curly a lot more, and this was still in the midst of me taking really good care of it, but box dyeing it, which doesn't make any sense. But I decided I wanted to cut my hair. So long hair, well, granted, I never had long hair ever. It was just, you know, it was longer than shoulder length, so I considered it long. But I never really liked it on me. I always thought it like washed me out. It did nothing for me. I was always pretty like experimental with my hair, and I always wanted really fun hair, and I felt like straight long hair was just never really cute or fun. So I got my very first haircut, like real haircut, where I cut length off, and my hair was dyed black still. And so here's the picture of that. This was my favorite time. Okay, I loved this hair because I wore it straight all the time. I wasn't damaging my hair. I came up with a really good method of straightening my hair and leaving it straight for a really long period of time. I was dedicated to not damaging my hair. So I really liked the short hair look, but then I started to get into this whole natural phase, and I really wanted my hair to be curly all the time. So my fro started to grow. It started to be visibly longer in a fro. Like, that's always really hard for me. Like, I feel like no matter how long your hair grow, baby, that fro, that shrinkage, it don't look like you had an inch of growth that year. So 2016 and 17, I focused a lot on health. I deep conditioned once a week. I got regular trims. I trimmed my hair regularly. If I had a curl that was out of whack, I was going to cut it on my own. I just really focused in on making my hair as healthy as it's ever been, because I've never had healthy hair. I wasn't really taught to deal with my healthy curly hair, because I never really knew that I had curly hair ever. In 2018, I got a diva cut. Child. Granted, I needed a haircut really badly. It was okay. It didn't really do anything for me, if we're gonna be completely honest. It didn't really do much. It made me look really dull. Like, it was really short. Here's the cut. I mean, granted, it was much healthier than what it was when I started, but it just wasn't cute. I didn't like the length. And honestly, my hair is probably the same length as that now. Diva cuts are just not made for me and my hair texture. But my hair was short, but it was really healthy. It was going back to its natural color. I didn't put any color in it, no more box dye. I just let it do its thing. So fast forward to 2019, June 2019. So in June 2019, I decided I wanted to go blonde again. I wanted something fun for my birthday. So this was the product of my first session of color correction. Obviously, when you have box dye, you have to color correct your hair. That's just it. There's no way you're gonna go from black box dye to platinum blonde. It just doesn't even work that way. The end of June is when I got my second session of hair color. So I had a double process with some like balayage highlight. So this is the second session, and my hair is in really great condition still. It's really long still, but I'm starting to notice that it's so hard to take care of hella blonde hair. Like my hair was super blonde. I mean, it definitely had some dimension in it, so it wasn't completely blonde, but it was blonde enough for it to be high maintenance. I was starting to realize like blonde is some work, child. I mean, it was really hard. I had to deep condition twice a week instead of once. I had to style my hair 2 times a week. Typically, I can go 7 days without having to restyle my hair. It wasn't my hair. It wasn't what I've trained myself to work on for the last 6, 7, 8 years. So I still ignored everything that my hair was telling me. Like, this just leave it here. This is too much. You don't have to keep going. You don't have to keep adding color to it. Just leave it here. It's pretty. You like this. I loved this color, but obviously I wanted more. So in October, I had my very last session, and this is the product of that. I loved it. Like, it was so pretty, so pretty. Like, it was super blonde. It was that beige blonde that I was looking for. So over the next year into 2020, my hair started to get really dry and started to break off a lot. It was by no means the fault of the stylist. It was my fault because I did not understand maintenance for blonde hair at all. Like, not in the slightest, but I really loved the way that it looked. So it was starting to break off in really weird ways. October of 2020, y'all, don't do what I do because I'm trifling. So I went to a stylist. Her name is Cabrina. She is in the Raleigh-Durham area. She's fire, like fire. So I went to her to get my hair cut into a really cute shape. Like, I knew it was gonna be short. I was contemplating going like pixie cut short or just cutting off majority of the color. So I decided to cut off majority of the color, and I asked her, like, you know, I really want to go blonde again, and I really want to do it today. Can you do it for me? And she's like, girl, I'm not doing that. Your hair needs a break, okay? I'm not doing that. And I did not listen to her. So I said, okay, you don't want to do it? Somebody else will. So I found a stylist who does natural hair in Durham, and I went to her to dye my hair the same day I got it cut. After she told me that my hair needed a rest. But this is what I get, okay? This is story time right here. This is what I get. So I go to the salon. I like the girl's work. I do my extensive research on Instagram to make sure that she can do what I want her to do. So from what I saw on Instagram, she could, for sure. Honestly, she's not a bad stylist at all. She's actually a really good stylist, but she messed up. So when I got to the salon, she introduced me to her associate. So her associate, she's like, yeah, he's just gonna be helping me out or whatever. I don't know about y'all, but I thought associates just wash hair. They do the little stuff. Okay, you might be able to braid down my hair when I get a little sew-in or whatever, but I don't want you to put no bleach on my hair. This is my fault here because I have a really hard time with confrontation. It's either here or here. There's nothing in the middle. So I don't know how to say, I don't want him to touch my hair without it sounding like, don't let him put his hands on my head. So I just let him do it. On top of that, she had someone else's associate with her because that stylist was out that day, and she was in my head too. Child, I was so uncomfortable. Like, I was overwhelmed to the point where I was silent. And so she was working, the stylist that I booked was working in the middle of my head, one associate on one side, one associate on the other side. So they go and they're trying to do whatever balayage, but how in the hell is you gonna be able to tell what she doing and he doing if you doing it over here? But I didn't even, like, none of that was registering to me. I was just overwhelmed. It was just, wow, I have 3 people on my head. Wow, am I supposed to say something? I'm not comfortable with this, but here I am. So she's rinsing my hair out and she says to me, do you want your highlights lighter than your hair now? And I was like, yeah, of course. She was like, okay, cool. We just not gonna tone you. I already saw what the highlights looked like. They were yellow. Why are you not gonna tone me? Like, are you really gonna play with me? Come, why are you not gonna tone me? That's just not, I was just, at this point, it was like I wanted to cry, but I ain't say nothing. I leave the salon. Within 5 minutes, I have one piece of hair that is like right here and it lays over. It is not curled anymore. It is literally a string of frizz. And I was so upset, like so upset, because my hair was damaged in a lot of places. I just got a haircut. Why is my hair still damaged? It is my fault because I know I shouldn't have gotten my hair highlighted that same day after my girl Cabrina told me not to, okay? Also, the piece that was damaged was by the associate. So I'm gonna blame that on her. Like, you're not even ready to be on the floor yet and you got your hands in my bleach? Oh, I was upset. So this is the product that I left the salon with. It looks really good. Like, for a while, I just kept doing my wash and goes over. And then, you know, you get in the lazy natural stage and you want to start doing slick backs. So I start to do slick backs and I have these major lines of demarcation of my hair from where the bleach starts to my black. And I'm upset. Like, I'm literally buying black edge control in order to cover up these spots because she has messed me up. I was so upset. So in December, I decided, because my hair was growing out so much, and this is how much it has grown out, right? This is my root. My blonde was up here in October, and this is the growth that I've had since then. I'm not a fan of this look. I don't like the grown out look. I just like a really small root is cute. The grown out look is, it's time for maintenance. So I decided to put a semi-permanent color on top of my hair, which wasn't a bad idea. It didn't damage me or anything. It just didn't lock. So it was like a red color and it was really, really nice. I loved it, but it just didn't set. So after a few washes and me doing wash and goes, I am back, almost 100% back to where I started. There's a little bit of color that is still holding on, which is fine. It doesn't look bad. So that is my entire journey up until this point here when I'm starting over. Okay, I am starting over, but I'm gonna focus on health and make it cute and fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish styling my hair. I'm gonna diffuse it and I'm going to show you guys what my hair is like in its current state, how healthy it is, how unhealthy it is. Just, I want you to see today's state so that you know where I'm starting from and we can kind of grow in this journey together. So this is the final product. I love my hair now. I feel like it's growing out really nicely. It's not uneven really anywhere at all. So I did want to end off this video with my final results so that you can see where I'm starting from. I want you guys to be a part of my journey. I want y'all to start with me. But before I close out, I really wanted to thank y'all again for watching my very first video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, interact with your girl, leave a comment, share. Shit, you can turn your post notifications on if you want to. But I really appreciate you guys so much. The support is definitely not unnoticed. And just please continue to support your girl.
'Cause you haven't got the news. Boy, you really need to understand that I don't